In the heart of a vast jungle where the sun painted golden patterns on the forest floor and birds filled the air with music, there lived a mighty lion who was feared and respected as the undisputed king of all animals. His golden mane shone like fire under the sunlight, his roar echoed across valleys and rivers. And whenever he walked, even the elephants and rhinos gave way. The lion was strong, powerful, and proud, believing that no creature could ever challenge him or even be useful to him. One summer afternoon, after a tiring hunt, he stretched his body under the shade of an ancient tree, closed his eyes, after drifted into a deep sleep. But destiny had a surprise. A small mouse, no bigger than a leaf, came running out of its tiny hole, full of excitement and energy, playing among the roots of the tree. Without realizing, it ran straight across the lion's giant paw. The lion woke up suddenly, furious that his royal nap had been disturbed. With a quick move, he trapped the trembling mouse under his sharp claws, his golden eyes glowing with anger. "How dare you wake me up, little pest? You shall be my meal," he growled. Shaking in fear, the mouse pleaded, "Oh great king, please spare me. I am too small to satisfy your hunger. But if you let me go today, I promise I will repay your kindness someday." The lion laughed at the absurd idea. How could such a tiny creature ever help the mighty king of the jungle? Yet, amused by the courage of the mouse, the lion released him, saying, "Go, little one. You are free, though I doubt you could ever repay me." Weeks passed. Though life in the jungle returned to its rhythm, though danger was approaching silently. One morning, skilled hunters entered the forest, laying strong nets and traps, hoping to capture the great lion. As the lion patrolled his territory, he walked proudly, unaware of the hidden danger. Suddenly, the ground beneath him tightened, and before he realized, he was caught in a huge net. He roared furiously, shaking the forest with his thunderous voice, clawing and pulling at the ropes with all his strength. But the more he struggled, the tighter the net became, cutting into his golden fur. Birds flew away in fear, deer hid behind trees, and the whole jungle fell silent, watching their mighty king trapped and helpless. The hunters smiled from a distance, knowing their prize was secure. The lion roared again, his cries echoing miles away, reaching even the smallest corners of the forest. Far away, inside his hole, the tiny mouse heard the desperate roars. His heart skipped a beat as he realized that his great friend was in danger. Without hesitation, he ran as fast as his little legs could carry him, dodging roots, rocks, and shadows. And he reached the trapped lion. "Do not be afraid, great king. I am here now," squeaked the mouse. At first, the lion looked hopeless. But then he remembered the tiny creature he had once spared. The mouse quickly began to chew the ropes with his sharp teeth. Rope after rope broke apart as the mouse worked tirelessly, ignoring his own exhaustion. The hunters, hearing footsteps, paused for a moment. But before they could act, the last rope snapped. But the lion was free once again. With a mighty leap, the lion escaped the trap, disappearing into the thick jungle. While the hunters fled in fear, realizing they had lost their prize. The lion, now free, looked down at the mouse with deep respect and gratitude. His eyes, once full of pride, now softened with humility. "Little friend," he said with a gentle voice, "today you have taught me a lesson greater than any roar or hunt. I once thought you were too small to matter. But you have proven that no creature is useless. But even the smallest can bring great change." From that day forward, the lion and the mouse formed an unbreakable bond of friendship. They would often be seen together, the tiny mouse running beside the massive lion, both equal in spirit. The jungle animals marveled at this unlikely pair. And soon, a message spread across the forest: kindness is never wasted. And mercy always finds its way back. The lion, once proud and arrogant, became wiser and more compassionate, while the mouse became a symbol of courage and loyalty. Together, they reminded all creatures that true strength is not only in size or power, but in kindness, friendship, but the belief that everyone has value. And so, the great lion and the little mouse lived in harmony, their story whispered for generations as a timeless lesson that greatness is not measured by strength alone but by the heart that beats within.